give me all the good news.
Played 3 times since.
Sick hat. Well, Sunday.
Thank you. Yeah. We had some of the colder weather, and I haven't played my PS5 for a long time, but I'm like, I really want to play a golf game. I'm kind of sick of the EA Sports golf game. And there was a newer PGA, I think it was 2K25, so I got that. I saw this hat on there, and that's a pretty sweet hat, so I bought it.
Oh, nice. On the game they have Sunday Red?
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
So, otherwise, I played 3 times since my last lesson. First time out, I shot a 37. I chipped really well and putted really well. The last 2 times I went out, I shot 46s, and they were just 1 or 2 bad drives. One really cost me because of first tee shot. Yeah, first tee shot went out of bounds with a huge hook. So honestly, I wasn't mad about it because of the hook. But what I think I want to focus on this off season is the thing that's killing me the most is like my pitching wedge in it, like 135 in it. That's just
because you're getting out
killing
tee flies to a bunch of those shots.
Yeah.
Okay.
So it's like,
where are they going?
A lot of times, and we kind of worked on this before, it's what's happening, and I think this is because I was getting steep, I would kind of dig into the ground, and so like a 60-yard shot, I haven't really practiced that yardage, so I don't really know what club to use, and then I kind of decelerate, and I just dig, and it goes 30 yards.
Yeah.
That's probably like, my biggest focus is like, I want to become like,
in love with your wedges?
In love with, I want to be a short game, like everyone knows me for my short game.
Yeah.
That's my goal for this winter, I think.
Well, 90% of your shots come from 100 yards in.
Right, and the only reason I say 135 because that's my pitching wedge, and 125 is the distance I struggle with, so I just extended that just a little bit to 135.
I'm sorry, what?
So my pitching wedge is 135,
Yeah.
so
You don't have a club for 125?
right, because my 50 degree is 115, my pitching wedge is 135, so I kind of either take like a 3/4 pitching wedge, or I'll like
and then when you do the
choke up.
then you end up pulling.
No, a lot of times I actually end up pushing it.
Yeah.
So it's just, but that's kind of why instead of just strictly 100 yards in, I'm just kind of going 35 yards further back.
We did like the wedge matrix.
We've done
in
it
the past,
last year, yeah.
but not anything recently.
Right.
So
So my pitching wedge is 43 degrees, then I go to 50.
not a big gap between these two, is there?
I'm selling that one after this. So
After that?
yeah, that's why it's here.
And meeting the guy up or what? And
Yep.
Nice.
So I have the 50, 54, and 60.
What are you getting for it?
$80.
Nice.
Not a lot, but it's better than
Sitting in your garage, yeah. And it's used, so I think that's a pretty good, good for both of you.
Not used that much because I actually went to a Titleist fitting.
But
and
it's not new, so.
It's not new.
So it's. Yeah.
But I did not like it.
Was it SM9 or 10?
10.
If
And
that guy was to buy one right now, I think they're 130 online. So I mean.
And like it's the 14 degree F grind, and I just don't think I like the F grind on my 54, 56.
So the only issue I could foresee is a gap between your 54 and 60.
And that's where I've been debating if I switch my 60 to a 58.
Right. So let's go pitching wedge. Let that full.
Okay.
See if you can get some base numbers.
I have some of these from last or whatever, these Bridgestone mindset balls. The only reason I'm using them.
What are they called?
Oh, they have that. They're Bridgestone, but they have the mindset thing on them. And I've noticed I've had trouble like focusing on the ball while I'm swinging.
What is this for?
I have no idea. I'm just using it to stare at the dot so I can keep concentrating.
Really weird.
So
I'm not sure what it's even for.
I don't know, there's a whole thing on it, but what I'm using it for, when I swing, I can stare at the dot, and I'm kind of using it for my swing path. At least on tee shots, I can do it. All right, full swing.
And what if it lines up perfectly outside in on the fairway?
Oh,
I
that's,
can't stop looking at the dot.
yeah.
It forces you outside in.
And the other thing I'm trying to do is trying to actually have kind of a pre-shot routine. I never really did one. I just kind of went and swung, and I think that kind of is starting to hurt me more than anything now.
So your
kind of
pre-shot routine?
not having one. I never had one.
So what is yours?
So now it's just kind of get there, take a easy swing. Well, usually actually, I'll start and I kind of grab my grip like that with the club close. That gives me my strong grip. Come up, just take, kind of get the feel for the swing path I want. and then go. Maybe do that a couple times if I have to.
What I would do, I don't hate that, having some sort of routine is good. I would do your practice swing back here.
Okay.
So, obviously you're not gonna do that in here, but you park the cart or you walk up over here, you park it, right? You range
Yeah.
find it.
Yep.
See if your lie allows you to hit the club that you want to hit for that yardage.
Okay.
If not, you would adjust, but then I would stand back here and I would do my practice swing back here. That way your swing thoughts are happening away from the golf ball.
Okay.
And then from here, okay, I'm ready to go. I'm just lining up, making sure I aim correctly. How do you aim? Pick a spot on?
Yeah, so usually I'll find.
So the issue I have with practice swings next to the ball is you've lost track of where your spot is.
Okay.
Your club real quick.
Yeah.
So if I do my practice swing back here, great. Now I'm ready to go. So now I'm just worried about lining up. So I'm looking at a spot on the ground. First thing I'm gonna do is set my club up to whatever spot I'm picking out.
Okay.
And then once I'm good there, then I'm gonna take my stance. If I do my practice swings here, you're gonna do whatever. You're gonna be looking at the flag. All of a sudden you're aimed left, you're aimed right.
Okay.
Because then your focus isn't on your aim right now. It is if you start from back there though.
Yeah.
So I'll get your practice swing back here. Obviously, in here,
Yeah,
by
right.
default, you're lined up.
Um,
But now, after you feel good about your practice swing, now I'm just worried about alignment.
Okay.
Then execute. You know, up there is all about execution. It's not about swing thoughts once you're on the golf ball.
Okay, I've heard that kind of.
Big box play box.
Yeah.
So 135 is kind of what you expected, right?
Yep.
So now, let's hit your 50 in full.
Okay. This one should usually be 115 total.
Not worried about trying to get more yardage out of it. I just want to see what the stock full is. 37 is nice.
Yeah, it was.
It's some
Actually-
greens, obviously. 2 putt pars.
Yeah.
Some up and downs.
That was some very good scrambling, some great chipping.
And then you got off the course and you're like 37. That felt pretty easy.
It did. And Charlie was with me, and I was fresh. It was me, my dad, and my daughter Charlie from
Okay.
before. It was very frustrating because she just doesn't know. But I think it kept my mind off of golf, so I was just kind of going and playing.
You're
while
worried
we're-
about her.
Yeah.
And, yeah.
Well, it's gonna be right.
You've been hitting that home.
Yes. My dot's back on now.
Nice.
And now that it's getting cooler out, I've been.
I still don't get it. Look at this.
Oh, I have the multiple. Yeah, just me.
I know you go on there and reset that.
I do not. Now that it's getting cooler out, I'm doing YouTube videos again.
Nice.
I actually had a guy offer. He paid me to play a specific course. He Venmoed me money.
Yeah, doesn't matter if I go in 3 or 4.
3's good. Yeah.
That was a great shot
What
too.
did he pay you?
$100.
Seriously?
Yeah.
Was he like contemplating getting the software or what?
He's contemplating getting the R50, which I guess is Home to Hero.
What do you mean? What does that mean?
Home to Hero is like their
Software.
Yeah. So and it only comes with the R50. But he's also a YouTuber himself, just for different things, and he's like just wanting to help another YouTuber out. I'm like, you don't have to, but I'm not going to say no.
You don't have to, but here's my Venmo tag.
Yeah.
What course do you want me to play?
There's a couple in New Jersey, and I've played a few for him now. I don't remember exactly which one it was.
Yeah, it kind of makes sense. Like,
Well, yeah, because it's
I can't look the course up probably. And
Right,
see
you
how
can't.
it is playability wise.
yeah, and it's a $5,000 launch monitor because he's looking between.
Maybe so. Is that what you're doing? Is just reviewing courses?
Well, I'm not even reviewing them.
That might not be bad.
I'm playing. So normally, right now, I'm trying to play the par threes because I really want to work on my short game, and I just want to stay balanced. I've been noticing I've been like swinging out of my shoes and losing my balance. But then, so I'll do a flyover of all 18 holes or however many holes it is, and then I'll play some of the par threes just so I can get some golf in there. So regardless of anything, it at least keeps me practicing every day.
Swing looks okay. The only thing I would look at is just the extension on the follow through.
Okay.
If the left arm is bending, that means there's a extension of the lead wrist, and that's where you're getting some of these overhooks from.
Okay.
Like if you were to look at that ball flight at home, maybe you would say, hey, I'm not inside out enough, right? It's why it's not starting right. Well, that's not
Yeah.
entirely true. You're 6 degrees inside out.
Right.
So what this is telling us is you're just too closed with the club face, which isn't necessarily, hey, you're turning the wrist too much. We're just kind of a little casty at impact.
Okay.
Or if you just focus on extension on the follow through, it should limit how much you're closing it.
Okay.
Little chunk.
Yeah.
And that extension is going to be a follow through thought.
Okay.
If you do twirl in the downswing, well, we're probably in behind. The follow through
Okay, so
thought
that's
is
why
the
that was-
extension. Because at impact, your right arm should be bent like this.
Okay.
If you think about extension, you're probably going to do both of them, and then you end up extending up the
Okay.
right wrist.
That's what happened there.
Correct. Follow through extension.
Oh, that wasn't any better.
You still got the Ford Lightning.
Yep.
When you switch into the Mach-E,
No plans.
Mustang.
I like having a truck.
The Mustang's sick though.
It is.
That was better.
Okay.
Let's do one more, see if it's a little bit better contact. I do think 115 is it, because you had a couple of them that were 115.
Yeah.
Do you pull anything with your truck?
Yeah, I can.
What is it rated for?
It can tow
Like, is it the same as a normal?
10,000 pounds.
Is that normal, same as a?
I think so. I might be a little bit more because of the package I have,
Yeah.
but the range suffers because
Yeah,
it's
working
just-
harder.
Yeah. So people can do it. I don't really have anything I need to haul other than golf clubs, so.
Yeah, you need a tailgate for that.
Off the heel.
That was better extension. That's what it needs to look like.
Okay.
Yes, you hit it off the heel, but that was it. A little more in there. 18 feels good.
Yeah, I actually just reactivated my Blue Cruise, which is a hands-free highway driving. And normally
You have to pay for that?
Well, yeah, normally it's
Stupid.
$50 a month, and I'm not going to pay for that. It's supposed to activate it for free for a couple months. I have no issue with that.
Why would they charge you for that?
A lot of car
Built-in-
manufacturers are
It's
doing
built-in
that.
software though.
I know.
It's so stupid. I mean, I guess when you don't need parts and stuff, because
Yeah,
like aren't the brakes like,
they're regenerative, and that's what I'm kind of curious about. Like,
right, so I'm thinking that we're making less money on the vehicle.
well, that's what I don't like, and I don't know. Like, am I after so long going to need new brakes, or how does it work? Are they going to cost more because they're?
Well, I think the battery itself has like the,
I don't.
the brakes
Yeah,
itself.
and that's what I don't know. Okay, different club. 54.
Can't you turn that off though?
The regen braking, that's just built in.
I thought you could
Like,
turn
you
it
can
off.
change how strong or weak it is, but it's just always on.
Whoever it was that I was riding with, they said if you take the foot off the brake, you really, like, you don't even need to use
Oh,
it.
that's called one pedal driving. I love that. The regen braking
But
is
you can
on.
turn that off.
Yeah, that you can turn off.
So you coast like you normally would.
Yeah, and I love the one pedal driving. I almost don't need to touch the brake anymore unless I'm just driving too aggressively and I need to stop faster than what I probably should.
Yeah, that would be so weird when I have to use the brake.
Well, it's like electric golf cart. That's
Yeah,
what
true.
that's what it is.
But is this what right here exactly what you've seen with the wedges?
On my full swings, yeah. It's usually when I get those shorter shots is when
Yeah, but like the inconsistency of this right now, because his path on this was a little bit outside.
Was okay.
I'm just looking at right here where the club is. We need that club to be somewhere on the hip all the way down.
Okay.
Because like that, you'd look at that and then you'd be like, well, I didn't close it. Okay, well if you close the next one, it's gonna start left and turn left.
Yeah.
Or start straight and turn left. You making any money off YouTube yet? Other
No.
than that guy paying you?
No.
So is it like 105? 100?
Yeah, yep,
100?
yes.
Okay, let's see what that 60 does. Or I can grab a 58.
I'll do the 60 for now. Or actually, what 58 do you have? Is it the bulky?
Yeah,
Okay, I'll grab that.
that. 10 degree bounce.
Okay.
That's grand.
Yeah, I'm just debating with the I think you have them 11.
Because what, you hit the your 60 like 85?
Like 85, 90.
Okay.
So
Well,
this usually went like 90, so the 60 was a little bit shorter, probably
Yeah, a couple of
87.
yards, yeah.
Yeah.
Little blinky.
Yeah, that was.
Path is better, but bows inside your hand, so. Pop extension, follow through is good.
And I think that's why right now I'm trying to get that extension
Messing up your impact.
yeah, which is okay. Gotta get the extension down to get everything else better. Better, still a little bladey.
90 would make sense. And maybe that can go up by 5 as well as your 54, but. Okay, so let's get into the half length backswings.
Okay.
So I'm just gonna mark this. This is where your full swing was getting to. Half is gonna be where your left arm is halfway, or parallel to the ground, somewhere in this range.
Okay. Usually for me, that it feels like waist high. It might actually be higher than that, but that's
Yeah,
kind
that's
of
why you have to tell yourself to stop short enough.
Yeah.
And pitching wedge, I don't even have a single yardage in my mind how far I think this might go. Not worried about that.
Okay.
And then the hard part with this is still maintaining the swing path even though it's not the full swing.
Right.
That would be a useful yardage, I think. Okay, so now we're marking this as your half swing, which was pretty good.
Which is funny, 'cause to me that feels waist high, but it's almost
I
right.
still would prefer the path to be a touch more inside as it's hitting the ball. So I'm just looking at it on the left side,
Okay.
where the club is now, which way it's going.
Okay, so
It's going
still.
slightly left, probably pretty straight.
Okay.
You're just gonna lose launch, because with this type of shot with a pitching wedge, that is the one negative. Is it's hard to get it high enough on these half swings, and maybe you've noticed that.
I have. Or out to the right.
Just a touch.
Oh, that's just the one right now.
Right, but you got the launch up.
Yeah.
Real tight.
All that path.
Yep. And I think it was good on the line from the backswing again.
Okay.
Yeah, that was a much better path, to be honest.
Okay.
Yeah, check this out. Backswing length is consistent, which is the biggest part of this. Look at that club path. Yeah, you healed it. But that's what it happens.
Okay.
What phone is that?
The iPhone Air. One
I've never even heard of that.
of the newer ones.
It only has one camera in the back?
Yeah, it's got 2 cameras built into it, but yeah,
When did that come?
this year.
So what's the difference between that and the new one? Or the 17?
Thinner. Let me look how thin it is. It's not kind of a camera bump, but
That is crazy thin.
so I just wanted something different,
I
and
didn't even know, I never even heard of that.
yeah, they have like the Pro, the Air, and the regular, and I just like this one the best because it was the most different.
Yeah. There it is. That was close. Still a touch Healy probably, but
Yeah. I'm rushing myself on my swing too.
So let's do the 50. But this is already going to gap pretty good, I think.
Yeah.
Because what do you do for 105 right now? Try and force a 54?
Probably, yeah. Or
Right.
just know I'm going to be short.
Right, which is tough to, deal with. Because you're probably more likely to try and force this.
Yeah.
Or you try and take a 50 and not sure how much you take off, and then you end up taking too much off.
Or just dig into the ground because I get go too steep.
Right, so now 50, half backswing. Yes, a little Yankee, but
Yeah. Steep.
hey, right at 100, that's fine too. That gives you like good options because you're 54. Like if it's front of the green at 100 yards, you got your 54. You still got to hit that nearly perfect.
Yeah.
Make sure you get it there.
Yep, and that's one thing
But where at 50, you're like, hey, great, I can hit my 50 from 100 and not to.
yeah, that's one thing I've definitely done this year that has helped me is like, say I know my pitching wedge is 135, but that's if I hit it perfect. So there's times I'll grab my 9-iron because that allows for me to miss hit it.
Yeah, I'm in the middle of the green, whatever. Yeah.
Just I'll kind of look at like how far back do I have? Like if I go long, is that okay? Where if I go short, it's
Bunker or
yeah.
a difficult chip. Does that hit okay?
Yeah.
Probably a little long on the backswing that.
Okay.
Then our path actually got a little outside in too.
Nice. Yeah. So see that. Those balls have been torn up. I explain why some of those. I think it's when I'm coming down is why I'm getting steep. Because it's also why I end up digging in. I don't want to do that. Oh, that's good.
That was a better club half though. That's where we need to live. We don't need to be any further inside out than this with a wedge. Right on the line's perfect.
Okay.
The swing's come a long way since the first day.
Yes, it
That's
has.
for sure.
Yes, it has.
Yeah, $5 80 you would expect.
And then, yeah, that's probably a good mark out for that one.
See what that 58 does.
It'd be nice if I could actually move the ball and line it up so I get that swing path every time.
Yeah, exactly.
For me, while I'm
But
practicing.
it sounds like what you're saying though is inside of that 135, it was almost a guess.
Yeah.
If it wasn't a full swing.
Yep.
And some rounds you play, like probably your 37, you had like perfect yardages for everything. Like you didn't have the weird yardage. Where
Yeah.
it somehow ended up being like a full swing for everything.
Like that round, I really chipped really well. But there were other rounds this year where it's like, oh, I could see a par 5, I can hit a 3-wood and try and get as close to me as possible. But I felt more comfortable laying up to like 90 or 100 yards,
To a
just
full
knowing I
yard.
could take a full swing.
Right. Okay, so let's do this now. Now that we have some base in it, we can turn that randomizer on. And you advance to 120. So, of course, we get a weird yardage.
Yeah.
We're not going to force a 50.
It's gonna be,
So
I'm
we
gonna say
can-
like a 3/4 pitching wedge
Correct.
is what I'm going
It might be worth the gap wedge from the set.
I have it. That's where I'm kind of, is it the 48 or the 50 better? That's where.
Well,
I
no,
didn't-
you would carry two gaps.
Oh, the 48 and the 50?
Yeah. Because your set is for distance and forgiveness, right?
Yeah.
Your wedges are purely just for, they're not forgiving, they're just for spin control, distance control.
Well, I've even,
So many times do I sell pitching wedge, gap wedge, and then a 50 degree or a 52
Okay.
degree. Because there's always a gap between those two.
yeah, and that's where I've even been debating because
What are those? The
T200s.
T2, right. So if you had like T100, probably wouldn't be a gap.
Well, I've even thought like T250 has that high launch spec. I'm even like, I don't think distance is what I need to chase anymore.
No.
I can get distance just fine. I think I need that launch.
125 not having a club for that range is
It sucks.
a problem.
Yeah,
I would put the gap in the bag and keep the 50.
because that's one thing I've been debating
If
on.
that means you gotta take one of the fairwoods out,
Yeah,
who cares?
because that's where I've been debating on. Is it time for me to get new irons? I'm not sure yet. I officially am VA rated for disability, so I get a monthly check, and I get my knee fixed whenever it needs to be fixed by the VA.
VA, how did you?
Veterans Affairs. I've been working on it for the past year,
So
and
what
I
happened?
finally got approved.
What happened to you?
In the Army, I was a basic, and I stepped funny, hurt my knee. Didn't pass basic because I failed 2-mile
Minor
runs because
discharge.
my knee hurt. So it was uncharacterized because it was in basic. So that's really all they have other than dishonorable, and it was not dishonorable.
And then you would be paid monthly. Yeah.
Well, and what sucks is I didn't know.
Have you been being paid monthly, or is that just?
So it just started. So I lost 16 years because I thought uncharacterized I was just kind of SOL. Just last month, whatever it was for the past year, I got 10 months of back pay, and then today I got my first like regular monthly check. It's not a lot,
What,
but
like 1,300 a month now? My
No.
buddy gets that much.
like I get 175. It's basically a new iron a month.
My buddy gets like 1,300 a month.
I'm only so
From,
it's
because
for,
he was medically discharged.
yeah, for me it's for pain. So it's only 10%. Like that's what it is.
Yeah.
And if I would get more, I could potentially get more, but right now it's just 10%, but it's better than nothing, especially when I've been dealing with
He
it for
tore-
16 years.
He tore his shoulder out.
Okay.
And that was before he went overseas too.
Hmm.
Guess I do a 3/4 here.
Bang. How about it?
Take it. Yeah, so that's one thing I was depending on. My schedule's been really weird, and I know I have until like March, and I know you always say don't worry about it, but I've been debating on if it's worth sometime this year doing like an iron fitting.
You can fit it anytime you want. I would wait till the new stuff all comes out.
And that's
Unless you're only like Titleist.
I really like Titleist.
Well, then all their stuff is out.
Okay.
all their
Because I know they do the 2-year
Right.
cycles. 103, so I have my
Either 474, which I wouldn't recommend.
half pitching wedge.
Now, if it's back of the green, 100 yards, hit 54.
Okay.
Right? It's middle of the green, so really you could do either one. But I like working on the half swing because that's where the biggest issue I think that you've had is.
Okay, so half swing pitching wedge then.
No, half swing 50.
Oh, 50. I was looking at the one.
Yeah, I would do half swing 50.
Okay. I was looking at the 105 and 103, so half swing 50.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because too, that we know the pitching wedge isn't going to get as high or spin as much,
Okay.
so that's going to hit and probably skip back a little bit and then stop.
Okay. Definitely higher launch.
Little heel.
A little bit, yeah.
Yeah, a little outside of there.
93. Be my full 58.
Depends on what the
Or
flag
would
is.
it, or be a full 54?
I mean, it's just certainly not a full 54.
It's, yeah.
Try the 58. This is where if you had the 60 though, you would be unsure of what to hit.
I would have just do a full 60 and know I'm not going to be short, is what I would have done.
Are you truly accepting being short though?
No, it's just kind of.
Right, so then
it's
you're swinging harder and then you
Yeah.
might hit a bad shot. It's gonna get there. Good shot. Yeah, like I would look at it like, hey, if I hit my 58 like I know I can, if I hit it 90 yards, I'm 9 feet short of the flag.
Right.
You
So
know what I
that's,
mean? 9 feet.
when I play home to Euro, it's kind of my like secondary goal. There's a 3-yard circle around the pin that is their like one shot give me circle. I want to get to the point where like I'm consistently in that circle. Like it's a big goal.
That would be better than tour players.
It's a big goal. Like I know that, but that's kind of like
Now, you should have some that do that for sure.
Like-
But if you're not in the 3-foot circle, it should be because you're pin high left or right.
okay.
Not because you're missing the green short,
Yeah.
right?
Yep.
Or way deep.
But that's
you should
kind
be
of-
pin high. If you're 10 feet left of the flag and it's not in the circle,
Yeah.
that's a good shot.
I know it's a huge
100
goal.
yards, or tour players, 100 yards, they average 18 feet from the hole.
Okay.
From 100 yards.
Oh, it's gonna be left.
And deep.
It's going too hard. It's supposed to be a half swing, pitching wedge, and I'm thinking I went more to 3/4 swing. 95 yards.
Next time we can work on sub 70 yards with a 58 only.
Okay.
You know what I mean? Because are you gonna hit 40 yards right now? You still don't know.
Right.
So at home, I would maybe do like a hip to hip swing with just your 58.
Okay.
Because anything under 70 should just be your 58.
Okay. And that's where I know I just bought these SM10s, but the 11s come out next year, don't they?
They should. I haven't heard anything about it.
I just don't know what time of year they come out.
I think it's January.
Okay. Because the other thing I struggle with is I don't know which like bounce and grind is best for me. That's something I've always struggled with. So I just kind of
Based on our ground we play, I always go S grind.
S grind. Okay.
Because it's just in between. It's versatile in firm conditions and soft conditions.
Okay.
And something around 10 degrees of bounce or 12.
Okay.
Okay, man. I'll see you in a couple weeks.
All right.